Hi everybody, it's Ms. Levinson. Today we are in my kitchen. We are going to be making a rainbow out of non-traditional art materials. So, it is non-traditional. Traditionally, what kind of materials would we use to do things with in art? Oh, you can't talk to me because I'm on video. So, you could use crayons, you could use paint, you could use markers. These are traditional materials. We are not using any of those today. You are going to make your own rainbow palette out of things that you find around the house. It should be kind of fun. So, I'm here to give you some examples and ideas on what it is I'm looking for, and hopefully we will have a rainbow at the end. So I'm going to start at the beginning. Usually we start with red. I'm going to start with pink. I have this lotion that I like. It smells like grapefruit. If I wanted to use that to paint with, it is a very, very pale pink. I could just take my little finger and kind of move it across the surface to see if any of the color shows up at all. That would be my pink. I also found some sugar that I would use to bake with. These are very bright pink colors, and my lotion didn't really come out so good, and I'm not going to eat this. So maybe I will also shake just a little bit of that sugar onto that lotion to see if I can get any color happening there too. If it's not coming out, I could always add a little water or something to make sure that that sugar melts. Oh, because we know sugar melts. Oh, yes it does. So, there is my pink. What am I doing for red? What do you think I'm doing for red? Oh yeah, I got the ketchup. So, my ketchup is easy to pour. I am going to take a little bit of it. Hopefully it doesn't come out all water. I'm going to squirt a little bit of it where I want. Oh, a lot of water came out. Of course it did. It happens every time. Right? But I kind of want to see the difference between the darkness and the lightness of just the water. So I'm going to take a paintbrush because I happen to have one laying around. If you don't have a paintbrush, you could use your finger or a Q-tip or something like that. And I'm just going to spread the ketchup so that I have some darker red areas and I have some brownish water areas. That's beautiful. But you never know when you're going to need a color. So I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. I'll show you a little bit closer. Oh, okay. So I got a little red. All right. Now, orange. Orange was tougher for me to find. I had these pretzels, which I ate most of. But I saved a little bit of the powder in the bottom of the bag, thinking I could take that yellow-orange powder and really mush it onto the space and kind of mush it around as I go. I could crush it with a spoon if I wanted to. But right now, I'm just going to kind of leave those little orangey spots on my paper so that I get pink, red, orange so far. What comes after orange, people? You know it. You already know. I'm going to rinse my fingers off in between, by the way, so that I don't get the color from one color to another. What comes after orange? Yellow. If I use ketchup, what am I using next? You got it. I got the mustard. This time I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to shake it up first so that the water doesn't come out all over my paper. See? You got to practice to learn. Okay. So, little bit of yellow. There we go. Right there on a paper. Again, I'm going to take this down a little bit so you can see maybe a little better. I'm going to take it, I'm going to spread it out. So I want to see not only the big blob of yellow, but I wanted to see it thinned out just a little bit and see if I can get a light yellow and a dark yellow onto my space. There we go. And it smells good. And I like mustard. So there you go. Pink, red, orange, yellow. What's next? Green. Green's going to be hard. There's not a lot of foods that are greens, but there are other products that you may have around your house that might be green. I have Tums. Why do I have Tums? Because I'm a school teacher. The end. End of story. Don't need to ask any questions. Some of these Tums come in green. So I have taken one of the Tums. I have crushed it up in a jar with my spoon. And if I wanted to, I could use that. That's one idea. I also happen to have green soap. Yep, so I'm going to use my green soap because I think it would be interesting. So I'm going to put a little green soap on there. I could use both if I wanted, right? I could put a little Tums on there, a little soap on there. Why not? I did that with the lotion. I'm going to rub that green soap around. See if I get a little green happening on my colors. There you go. Got green. Oh, blue is going to be another tough one. So blue, blue, blue. What do you think is blue? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Yup. It's even got my name on it right there. All right. So I got my blue toothpaste. I like blue toothpaste. You like blue toothpaste? You like white toothpaste? Some people are preferences. So I'm going to do a little blue. Again, I'm going to put it right there. You only need a tiny bit. You're not using a lot of anything. Tiny bit of this, tiny bit of that. I'm going to take my finger. I'm going to rub it around. I'm going to see if I can't get some lighter blue and some darker blue on my page. Oh yeah. And guess what? After that mustard, I need some toothpaste too. Okay. All right, there's blue. Ooh, minty. Very good. Very good. Purple. Purple. Anybody purple? Ooh, ooh. Jelly. I got blueberry jelly. It's kind of purple. I'm not going to stick my dirty finger that I had in my mouth in the jar, by the way. I'm going to use a spoon. I'm going to use a little spoon. It's my jelly, so it don't really matter, but if it's your family's jelly, it probably matters. Put a little jelly. Got my purple. Okay. This time, since I just put toothpaste in my mouth, I don't think I really want jelly in my mouth. Could try it. Whatever. I'm going to use my spoon this time. See if I can't smooth it out. I'm going to make it thick on one side and thin on the other side. And see how that looks in the end. Ta-da! Jelly. Got it. Jelly, jelly, jelly. Pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Brown? What's brown? All kinds of things are brown. Lots of foods are actually brown. Here's one I thought you could do. A little cocoa powder. Rub that on, maybe add a little water to it. Here's another one I thought maybe you would like to try. Tea bag. That one's really dark. So I don't know if I really want to use the dark for brown or if I want to use something a little bit lighter. Here's one of my favorites. Goes with the jelly. Skippy. Skippy's my brand. I don't care what you say. I like the Skippy best. You like Jif? I don't care. I like Skippy. Skippy. Gonna go with my fight. Yes, you can go with your finger. I understand. I like a knife. Got a little Skippy on there. In fact, I got way too much Skippy on there. And even though my mouth tastes like toothpaste right now, that just happened. Sorry. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter's delicious. I hope that you do not have a peanut allergy in life, because it's a shame. Alright, again, I'm going to smooth it out. Go a little bit lighter over here, a little bit darker over there. See if I can make it pretty, as well as tasty, as well as part of my rainbow. Okay. Yep, so good. Okay. I also thought maybe black would be super helpful. Now, I don't know how this is going to come out, but I also like Diet Dr. Pepper, which is very dark. And since I just had peanut butter, it's probably a good time for it. So I'm going to put a little Diet Dr. Pepper in my cap. Yep, here we go. So I can paint with it. But I really needed that after the peanut butter. Yummy. Okay. So I'm going to take my paintbrush. Again, I could use my finger. I could use a Q-tip. I could use something else. I'm going to see what happens when I paint with the Diet Dr. Pepper. You know what? Not a lot happens. It's pretty dull. There's not a lot of color happening. It is very light. So I am going to try that tea. That tea that I had over here, I'm going to try that. I'm going to take some of that and see if those tea leaves help at all give me a darker feel. Because right now we're just playing with color and we're playing with materials to see what they do when you're using them in a non-traditional way. Do we normally paint with tea? I don't know what you do at your house, but I don't normally paint with tea. Sometimes I guess I could. So, here's what you're going to do today. You are going to do what I just did. You're going to get yourself a nice white piece of paper. Maybe a couple of pieces of paper. I happen to have a really big one, so I got lots of space. You are going to figure out a rainbow of colors of items from around your house that you can make a paint kind of thing with, and you're going to give them a try. Once you've done that, you're going to take a picture of what you've got. You're going to take a picture of your materials, and you're going to turn it in to me, and that's your assignment for today. Is that the funnest thing ever? Maybe not ever, but it's kind of fun for art. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right? Okay. So, again, not stuck in front of the computer. You're welcome. Non-traditional materials. You may not use paint. You may not use markers. You may not even use food coloring, because that's basically cheating, because that's basically paint for food, right? I want you to use real items. You can use little bits to draw with on your color palette, if that's helpful. You can sprinkle things together. You can mix things up. What if I took this color and mixed them together? What color do you think I would get? I heard you say orange, because I know you know your colors, right? So if you need to mix something, do it. I think that's great. So that is your job today. I need a rainbow. Non-traditional materials. I hope you have a really good time. I had a good time. Bye.